Everyone, last video kind of gave you an introduction to the greenhouse. One of the big important things that help your greenhouse be successful is controlling your temperature, and we do that here with the build of an evaporative cooler system. You can see it's still kind of monkeyed together. I've got ropes just kind of hanging it. The cords are in an area where they won't get wet with water running off of it. Still work in progress. We're refining this to make sure that it works properly. But the big important thing I wanted to show you is, normally these systems are thousands of dollars. They're very, very expensive. And I built this for a couple $100. I ordered the pads off of the internet. All of this is right here is just plastic PVC gutter from Home Depot or Lowe's. Put a couple of end caps on the top and bottom, silicone in the pieces I cut to the side. They sandwich nicely the paper media in the top. I built my own spray bar out of PVC. All comes down, drains out. My tank, my sump tank, is like an old filtration system off of a house. I buried it in the ground. Burying it in the ground helps keep the water temperature much, much cooler than it would be above the ground. That colder water in the evaporative cooler helps cool the air down even more. But you can see, ignore this pipe. This runs the misting system, but it all runs off the same thing. I've got hoses built into it so that I can water my plants off of this same system here. I've got two floats. So the bottom float runs off of the house. That way the water level gets down there. Obviously we're keeping our sump tank full. The top flow runs off of the water collection system. So I'm using reclaimed water as much as possible first, and if I run out of my rainwater, then the house system goes ahead and picks it up. This is just an activated on-off. Again, this runs over to my misting system, but I can this way control the evaporative cooler at a different temperature of what my misting system is. We're going to see my return. I am getting some bubbles in there. It's just naturally going to happen as your proteins separate in well water. City water, you probably won't have this problem as much. I also use an algicide to help control the algae in this. This water is not meant for the fish to be mixed in with it. They're standalone systems where the fish is prior to getting to this in the plumbing process. I did put fans. A lot of people only use exhaust fans. A lot of what I do is experiment, see what works and see what doesn't work. You can see a couple of the fans that just can't handle the moisture that are already given out on me. I will likely abandon these fans, go to purely exhaust system like a lot of other people do. And if that's not enough, I'll reintroduce the fans back in. I've tested some exhaust systems. It pulls the air nicely through the evaporative cooler, and standing in front of this, I've probably 70-degree temperature coming out of here, which is a 20-degree, easily 20-degree swing from the outside temperature. Keeps the whole place pretty nice and cool when you have enough exhaust going through. So if you have questions, comment below. I'll do my best to try and answer them. Again, it was not complex. Make sure you use stainless steel. Make sure you silicone your joints. This is just flex to keep, from the outside. But yeah, this is just a PVC gutters with PVC spray bar, and ordered the paper media off of Amazon. That was obviously the most expensive part. I've got probably less than $50 in the PVC itself, and then a couple $100 in that media. And then little things like your pump, the tank itself was harvested from somewhere and repurposed. So you can do a lot of the stuff on a pretty friendly budget if you just keep your eyes open and see what you can put together. Thanks.